Bay Area rapper and newly signed to Roc Nation, LaRussell, that's his name, LaRussell. He's facing major backlash after lyrics from a recent performance went viral, where he repeatedly described figures like Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and Adolf Hitler as quote unquote heaven sent.
And the goal of an artist is to express the times and say all the things that nobody else want to say or know how to say. I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Even you. We all heaven sent.
Okay. Okay.
You ever see that Jay-Z meme where he be like,
he signed the Roc Nation, he signed the Jay-Z.
The fact that he rhymed Adolf too, even you. I was like, oh, I see what you did there.
Now, he's gotten a lot of backlash, as you can imagine, because he's equating Malcolm X and Martin Luther King with Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump and Adolf Hitler, not to say the least. Now, LaRussell is saying that the message is being misunderstood. He released an explanation the next day, arguing that he meant that, all humans are created by God, and there's nothing wrong with what he said.
When the world be in despair, sometimes you need realization. And that realization for me through this song was like, damn, the same God who created Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, who did so many great things, is the same God that created Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, who did so many evil things. And it's crazy the range of what a human life is capable of. It's capable of changing the world and detrimenting the world. That's the purpose of the song. That's my realization of like, damn, this is all from the same place, and look which way it can go when somebody is misguided, when somebody doesn't have all the tools, when somebody just chooses to use their life in a negligent way.
So a lot of the criticism for this is coming from the fact that his engineer told him not to post it, and he ended up performing it live anyway. Now, he says that's exactly why he did it, because he told him not to do it. So, the conversation kind of shifts from lyrics, what he was saying, to kind of intent behind the lyrics. Do you understand what LaRussell was trying to say here? And even if you do, was this just a thoughtful artistic risk or a terrible way to just get your fame and get attention? What do you think, Dex?
I understand exactly what he was saying. I don't think that it was the worst thing in the world. I think we've heard worse. I do think, for the podcast listeners, Jason just played his explanation. He was walking through the most beautiful neighborhood I've ever seen in my life.
In Beverly Hills.
Like a Grand Theft Auto character. That was interesting. No, to be honest with you, I got exactly what he meant, like, immediately. Like, I think that it makes a lot of sense to compare historical figures that people love to historical figures that people just despise, and just kind of say, like, look, we're all human. I'm not saying that these people are perfect by any stretch of the imagination or worthy of being praised, but they are human, and which is true.
Okay, I mean, but a lot of people had that issue with Kanye when he was doing his whole Nazi era. And
well, it's a little different, but yeah, I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing
crazy.
where like, you're going from, beloved to absolutely hated. When you're an artist, you do kind of have to pull that emotion out of people. But Eric, as someone that you've never heard of, I'm sure you've never heard a LaRussell song in your life. Does this make you want to listen to his music more or less?
Well, I have to admit, once you sent me the rundown earlier, I did listen to a couple of Russell songs. So
You did.
I
I
have
look at you
listened
doing
to.
prep. Dex, I know
I,
you did a damn
I
thing
did
with
not.
that
I
rundown.
didn't even bother to type his name into the search
I
engine.
had.
I know after today, I'm never
I
gonna know
did.
about this man again ever.
I did listen to a LaRussell song. I've heard of him before, but it goes back to like our second topic of earlier today. Like, yo, you give people a microphone and a keyboard, and they can just do whatever they want to do. You know, they just pump out what they want, whatever they want to say, whether you like it or you don't like it. You know.
Yeah, 100%. Do you think LaRussell will be a star? What are your if you're willing to bet yes or no? If you had to put your life savings down on yes, LaRussell, not Lil Russell, LaRussell, will he be a star? Yes or no?
Oh, you
Well,
already
I mean,
starting
he's
off pissing
already. I
everybody
mean,
off.
technically, he's already a star for real.
It's a
To be
no.
honest,
It's a no for me. You
He
can't
said
he
start.
has a.
You
He
you
has a.
you don't
He has a
you don't go to
I
piss
will.
people off until you at least have like two
I can.
albums
I
out
can
like
say
that have
this.
done well.
I can say this. He might not be a mainstream star, but he has a cult following.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, he
And
has.
he
He
will
has.
Well,
continue.
when he was
He will
performing,
advance on that. You know what I'm saying? The trajectory will continue to go up. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, he has. He
We
has a
don't want
core
no
following.
currencies. We want people whose trajectory goes that way, like
you
Chance the
think he's just
Rapper.
going to do that? Because I don't see that
I
happening.
mean,
Yep.
I
But
mean,
but
you
but
know,
I will say to Eric's point though, there were people in that crowd that was there, and he looked like he was like I don't know at like
yeah, I mean,
supermarket
He
somewhere.
had debuted that song, Dex. His engineer told his ass not to put that thing out. And he did it. Like, that was the first time anyone had heard it. They weren't
Yeah, but
there for
to
that.
be honest with you, him saying that Donald Trump is a good person or
Well, he didn't
heaven
say
or
that. He
whatever,
didn't say that.
there is
He
a
didn't say
crowd
that.
of people who will align with it too. So,
Okay. He always said what he was having said. He didn't say he was a good person.
although the same people who align with that are probably going to be really offended that he said the Hitler portion of it. So I don't know. Might have canceled that out.